everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Maligatormom. I want to wish you guys a very Merry Christmas, and I also want to help you out with your Christmas list for the dog lover in your life. All of the products that you see right here are all made in the USA, and they also all universally accept the code Maligatormom, which makes it very easy for you to remember when you're checking out. So number one is munstermilling.com. Now this is the food that I feed my personal dogs. This is an all stages food, which means that even Crisis, as a puppy, has been on this food since she was 8 weeks old. This is a holistic, fully customizable dog food. I highly recommend it. Number two is going to be robertcabral.com. A subscription to his website would make a fantastic gift. I'm someone who consumes a lot of online dog training content, and his is truly second to none. Make sure you check it out. Another question I get asked all the time is, what kennels do I use? For my personal dogs, it's a no-brainer. This is gonna be a Gunner Kennel. All of my dogs have Gunner Kennels. I purchased these Gunners because not only are they made here in the USA, in fact, right here in Nashville where I live, but they are also the first kennel to ever receive a 5-star crash test rating. And last but not least are the collars that my personal dogs wear. These are available from Tactipup.com. They are fully customizable with their name. You can get a handle on them, and they have all metal hardware buckle systems with the Cobra buckle made right here in the USA. Definitely check these out. Okay, I'm already recording. If you could just, shh, that'd be great, thanks. Riot, could you stop? Could I get some peace and fucking quiet in this house? Bradley! Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Maligatormom, and I thought that today would be a great day to talk about Christmas with your dogs. So if you are curious where my dogs are going to be on Christmas morning, stay tuned.
Let a dog be a dog.
You're such a fucking twat.
Oh, oh, oh. La, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, da, da. Making our Christmas memories.
So in true Maligatormom fashion, I'm going to be multitasking here because we just got home from running errands and Crisis is all pent up and needing some time out of her crate. So we're running out of hours in the day, which means this is what we're gonna do while I chit chat with you guys. So the topic for today's video was, I just started thinking about, you know, a lot of us have dogs and a lot of us have more than one dog. And so people sometimes are confused and not quite sure what to do when there is holiday time. So maybe you guys have guests coming into the home and you're not quite sure how to manage your Malinois when you're having a house full of people. And so I thought, you know, I'll just share what it is that we do, how we manage that. So I'm gonna begin with Christmas morning. Now, it's no secret that I have 4 children. That's something you guys have probably learned about me during this whole Vlogmas series. So I have 4 children, and Christmas morning means that my kids come down the stairs with anticipation of what Christmas has brought to them. And you might be wondering, where are the dogs during that time? Well, the dogs are in their crates. And they're in their crates not because I don't love them, not because I don't want to celebrate the holidays with them, but because my children are my priority. And Christmas is for my children, not for my dogs. My dogs have no idea that it's Christmas. It doesn't really mean anything to them. And so they're gonna be in their crates while we enjoy our family time uninterrupted by anything going on with 4 Malinois in the house, or even 1 Malinois out. We're just gonna have that time for ourselves, and there's nothing wrong with that, and I think that it would do all of you some good to prioritize that if you're in the same situation, and just enjoy your family on the holiday. Now, that's not to say that I don't also want to celebrate Christmas with my dogs, because we do have traditions for them as well. I do buy my dogs Christmas gifts. Yes, I do that. So it's not that they're not loved and that they're not celebrated and get to participate in some traditions as well over the holidays, but they are not the priority during that time. They will get to come out at a later time, and we'll literally do Christmas morning with the dogs, separate from the chaos that seems to ensue when you have 4 children opening presents early in the morning. So they will get to come out and have some time, but it is going to be a designated time for them to get to come out and do that. So another thing you might be wondering is, how do you manage guests during the holiday times? And this is typically a house full of people, not just 1 or 2 guests. So we're talking about a lot of people in your house, 4 Belgian Malinois. What do you do? Now, again, this does not necessarily mean that they are all just going to be designated to their crates anytime we have people over, because that's certainly not how that goes. But if I do have 1 or 2 dogs out at a time, it's certainly not going to be all 4 at one time, not ever. But if I do have 1 or 2 out, then I've already talked to my guests ahead of time. And I think that this is something that we can ask of our friends and family. This is an okay thing to ask people, and that is to set the expectations of interactions with your guests when they come into your home with your dogs. So what I always ask is pretty standard. If you come into my home, please just ignore my dog. Come in, sit down, be in the space. You know, if my dog, Fury, if my dog comes up to you, it's okay to pet my dog, but just don't come in and overexcite my dog. Don't come in and hype up my dog. My Malinois don't need hype men. So please just kind of control your energy around my dog. You know, and I will ask those things. Now, not all breeds need a disclaimer, but most Malinois are going to need that. So it's okay to communicate that with your friends and family. Now that can kind of segue us into this next topic, which is what do you do when you have a bunch of people knocking on the door all day, right? Because you're having your guests come over, they all arrive at different times, which means you might have a knock on the door every hour or 2 hours. And if you are like me, my dogs alert to a door knock. And I actually don't mind that. I'm okay with my dogs alerting to someone being at the door. I don't tell my dogs, you know, no when they're barking when someone's at the door. I'm okay with that. But that doesn't mean that there's a time and place for it, and that doesn't get annoying at some point. And so here I am to just tell you, it's okay to just go put your dogs in their crate. If you're gonna have a bunch of people in and out of the house all day, that's just not when you need to have your Malinois hanging around. So it's okay to put them in a crate. It's also okay to just throw them in a crate while you answer the door, and maybe then they can come out afterward. It just kind of depends on your dynamic with your dog and who's coming over, of course. So there's a lot of room for that to be a little nuanced, but ultimately it's okay during the holidays to leverage your crate a little bit to help you manage your Malinois, which is why crate training is so important. That's why we're spending so much time with Crisis right now, trying to get her to really like her crate and be crate trained. All of my dogs right now really like their crates. So I don't really feel bad about putting them in there. And that is something that took me some time to get used to, because I used to carry a lot of crate guilt. Like I used to feel really bad about putting my dogs in a crate. I felt like it's not fair, or they need to be able to be out and have more time out. And then over time, what I realized was that was just foolish of me, because it's not like I was punishing them or putting them in timeout. They actually really enjoy their crate. And so, especially during the holidays, if you're gonna be leveraging your crate a little more than say you typically would, then just go out and do a little shopping ahead of time, and maybe get your dog some interactive toys or treats to have in the crate to keep them busy during the holidays if you're gonna be putting them in their crate more than they usually would. So for example, I have gone out with my husband and we bought cheek rolls, we bought cod strips. They have all kinds of really delicious goodies that are these great long-lasting chews that are going to keep them super happy in their crate over Christmas while they're spending a little more time inside. Or as Maligator Dad just said behind the scenes here, you could just tell everybody to fuck off and just stay home and enjoy the thing you love most, which is your dogs, and do away with all the nonsense of having people over that just annoy you and take away your time from enjoying your dogs. Because, you know, most of us that have Malinois, it's because we really, really love our dog a lot. We really enjoy our dogs, and there's probably nothing that we would rather do than spend Christmas with our dogs. So what you guys decide to do is up to you. Either way, I hope you took something away from today's video and these tips. I hope you found it helpful. And definitely don't forget, stay tuned. We are going to be giving the Gunner Kennel away on Christmas Eve. Did you hear that? Service dog Max. You in my chat all the time being a little turd. We're giving it away Christmas Eve. So here it is, hot off the press news for you. So stay tuned, Christmas Eve, come back. We're going to be doing that. And again, don't forget that there are Easter eggs here hidden in the next few videos. You're going to need to be paying close attention, because you're going to have to answer a few questions in order to enter that giveaway. And these questions will be related to the videos that I've posted yesterday through New Year's Eve. So have a great night, you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.